Hey everyone, I just want to let you know that thanks to our friends over at Anchor FM, we're now able to bring you Starlost Seas on a bunch of new platforms. You can now find us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Breaker, Radio Public, and Apple Podcast. If you guys are interested in checking it out, make sure you check the description down below, and without further ado, thank you so much for the support you've been showing, and let's get into the episode.
Hello! Welcome back to... What the fuck? I'm sorry, just a plant went flying past the window.
It's a ghost! I gotta fucking... Hey, fuck you guys!
Noah really wants to fight ghosts recently. I don't know what it is.
I do. I watched BuzzFeed Unsolved. Yay.
BuzzFeed Unsolved is so good. Anyways, before we talk about other things you could be watching other than this, hi! Welcome to Starlost Seas!
That was an
Ray, you're not
opening.
gonna...
That was a great...
I did, and then you guys...
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. K.
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 Not today.
Oh. Okay. Well, so...
You lied to us!
He rolled a 20 on his deception.
That was great. So, when last we saw our party, they pretty much just had a chill day. They hung out, they got some things out of the way. Dolus spent a lot of time talking to Kaeli. Lotus flew around, beat up Archibald a little. Twink identified every magical artifact in Lorelai's captain's cabin. How did Twink feel about that? Disappointment, excitement? Was it a solid?
He added some things
Arousal.
to his list. But,
Hey.
okay, maybe not that.
Maybe not that.
It was our first session without Kieran.
It was the first session without Kieran. Long may his cherry scent linger.
F's in the
It's a
chat.
papa cherry.
Just a puff of cherry for the boy.
A cloud of Azamar.
It's just the cherry emoji. That's what we think of every time we think of Kieran. But so we then did a bit of a 4-day time skip. Everybody did their usual things throughout the boat: fishing, running around, existing in general. And 4 days later, 4 days along the way to Shadestep, you all woke up to the alarm bell ringing again. You all went right up to the top of the ship. You discovered 5 people lined up along the side of the boat, all looking down at the water as if they were looking at something. And upon closer inspection, they were all turned to stone. And so that is where we are going to begin our session here today. Socks, we left off with you placing your hand on Harmon's shoulder, only to immediately discover it is rock.
And the realization kind of hits Socks quickly, and immediately he turns his attention toward the she would already be at the hull by now, right? At the wheel?
The helm? Yeah. No, usually around this time of day, Lorelai's at the helm.
So Socks immediately turns to the helm to see if Lorelai is there,
Lorelai is there, yeah.
and he's going to yell up to her, "Lorelai! What happened?"
There is no response.
Son of a bitch. Socks runs over to the helm and decides to check Lorelai as well.
Lorelai is similarly stone, as were everyone along the side of the ship.
Twink's gonna take this time to activate his guardian armor.
Alright, you have the nice shimmer effect as your guardian armor is pulled out from you, the thunder gauntlets and all.
Appropriately, it's thundering like hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Socks then immediately runs down the stairs to go into the captain's quarters to go to the first mate's room and find Archibald.
Okay, yeah, no, you run in. Archibald's still asleep in his bed.
And Socks kind of just grabs him with a fair amount of force. Yeah. He grabs him, kind of shakes him.
He wakes up and he's like, hi, you're in my room. Hello.
Yes, and everyone on the boat has apparently been turned to stone.
I'm so, is this a test? This is a test,
Nope,
isn't it?
nope. this very well might be an actual real fight.
Oh, we're fighting? We're fighting? And he immediately shoots up and, like, grabs his shirt off, like, the nearby chair, and he's like, okay. Starts getting dressed.
Now careful. We don't know what caused it, but it seems like everyone who was on the top deck is in a stasis. So we can't just go in guns blazing, understand?
Okay, not guns blazing. Got it. How do I not guns blazing? I really only have one setting.
Don't attack anything until we need to.
Got it. Okay.
Alright.
Follow. Yeah, I assume
He's
you're
gonna lead him out.
So you're all up on the top deck. Despite what Noah just said, everyone is not on the top deck. Is not turned to stone. There are a lot of crewmen. There are a lot of crewmen running around to try to figure out what's going on, and there's the one who's ringing the bell, obviously. The only one you could recognize, the only one from like the upper hierarchy of the ship, is our good old Duke of Egg, who's currently inspecting all of the ones on the side of the ship. Now that you come back, he's got a pair of binoculars that he's looking out at the water with occasionally.
Twink's gonna walk up and kind of like hoist himself up over the railing and kind of take a look over and try to look out in that direction.
Okay, so the sun is still coming up. Can you make a quick perception check?
I also want to do the same thing.
Yeah,
But I'm going to put my elbows on the railing and do this with my hands over my mask.
we have 5 from me, boss.
Twig, as you're struggling to lift yourself up, and with the hazy light, you can't really make out what's going on over the railing. Lotus, do you want to make a perception check with your binoculars and disadvantage? God is mad at me.
That's pretty fucking good.
What'd you get?
Hi, Kiwi. 18.
18? Alright. So, Lotus, with Twink kind of hopping next to you, trying his best to see over the railing, you can clearly see about a solid quarter of a mile away from the ship is all of these sort of crags and things sticking out of the water. In the early morning light, you can't tell what it is, but there's some kind of mass over in the water, and otherwise it's empty ocean as far as.
There's a thingy over there.
Dolus is going to walk over to Eggold and just like put like a hand on his shoulder, because he's like looking out through his binoculars, just to like get his attention. And he's just, what happened here?
Eggold kind of lowers his binoculars and he's like, well, that's a really good question. So, see, I was over working the navigation with Lorelei. We all heard some shouting, a couple of noises. Then I turned around and they were all stone, and something dragged one of them down into the ocean.
What noises?
Typical, not noises you want to hear. Screeching, splashing, stuff that, I'm gonna have in my nightmares forever. And then he kind of looks back out at the water.
Did you see what grabbed them? Was it an arm, a tentacle?
Well, considering what it looks like everybody else who saw the thing that grabbed them happened to, I'm kind of glad I didn't. No, I did not see anything.
Right.
Look, all I know is last we saw it, something was swimming out towards that.
So, is the boat still moving, or is it they throw anchor?
The boat just threw anchor.
Okay.
Well,
And
Dolus is
kind of
going...
crosses his arms for a second. Oh, Dolus.
No, I was just gonna say Dolus grabs one of the screaming people on the top deck, just like by the arm, and just asks the question of, this is great atmosphere. If only it was raining. No, but so Dolus grabs someone by the arm and it's just like, what grabbed the crewmate into the water?
And the person's like, I don't know, I just saw a tail.
Tail.
I just saw a tail. I really don't want to see anything else.
Right. Thank you.
Eggold, he kind of like stretches his fingers out and he like goes over to Harmon and he like pokes at him and he grabs one of the spindly like hairs on Harmon's head and twists until and then the moment it breaks off, it just goes limp like hair again. And he goes, so it's probably some kind of magic, because if they were actually entirely turned to stone, I imagine they'd stay stone when they were broken. Am I wrong in thinking that, Professor Mann? And he turns to Fox.
Is he wrong in thinking that? Yeah, Sox goes, to my knowledge, yeah, actually a decent theory. I just... Looks like we're going on the hunt for another mage.
I never said it was a mage. There's lots of magic things out in the ocean, unfortunately. I don't know as much about it as I'd like to, and I am now the only remaining officer on the top deck. One of 2 officers on the entire ship.
I'm tapping Eggold.
He looks down, he's like, yeah.
Should we move them down?
What do you mean? Them? And he points at all the rocks. Yeah, that's actually probably a really good idea. You want to help me with that? Yeah. Yes. You can stop. And he points at Lotus. He's like, you. And he points at Twin. What?
I think you're gonna have to row us out there.
And Eggold kind of sits there for a second. He goes, okay, but I'm the only officer left on the
You said there were 2.
Do you know who the other one is?
Don't care.
Is it Walk?
Walk.
Ah, they'll be fine.
If you want.
We're not moving.
Look, this is not something I've had to deal with before. So can at the very least we take a moment and look at them or take them down and make sure they're okay? Something. You do magic. And he points at Sox. He's like, can't you do something about this?
Sox is gonna go, yeah, I can. And he's going to pick up Harmon.
Let's make a strength check.
That's solid stone.
I want
That
to
is-
start dragging people down so they're not
I gotta
on
make
the
sure
Make
it
a
shows up
strength
right on
check.
camera.
Is that a 41?
Is that a 14 or a 6?
14!
Okay. Yeah, no, you pick him up. A 2, Lotus goes to grab, and she just knocks the dude over. He just falls and clinks into the deck. You definitely heard something crack.
I'm going to grab the shoulders of the person and start dragging them as if nothing happened.
No, wait. Tweet's just gonna be like, stop, please, for the love of God, stop. He goes over and he's gonna expect the stone and look for the crack.
Sox is moving Harmon down.
Make
to
an
the lower
investigation
deck.
check.
16?
You find a bunch of micro cracks all along the back and with the hip because the person was kind of bent over the railing. So there's just a big like flare out of cracks.
I'm gonna cast mending on that.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Mending works.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna help Lotus drag it down.
Okay, you guys drag everybody as the first person Sox comes down with Harmon Walk immediately, and the guy goes, "Oh, what the fuck? Bring him in here."
Sox carries him over.
He like looks him over, he inspects him, a couple angles, he goes, "Oh, that's not good. That's not good one bit. No, that's not good." And he starts like going through cabinets and everything.
Sox looks at him and goes, well, do you know, what could have caused this?
Oh, you see, Harmon and I had a run-in with something similar once upon a time. He, let's just say it's not the first time he's been turned into a statue. He starts digging through stuff.
And what did it?
Sea basilisk.
Oh, another snake.
Oh, it's not so much a snake as it is a really big lizard with frills and horrific sounds and teeth and claws and turns you into stone.
Right. And do you know how it does it?
Well, so it's like a typical basilisk on land. It looks at you, you turn into a rock, and that's about the time you guys start coming down with the other people. So basically, don't look it in the eye, and if you do get turned into a stone, don't be near water. Because they pull you in, they swallow you whole, and then their stomach acid slowly turn you back from stone into not stone, and you're in the stomach of a basilisk.
Right. Thank you, Walk.
I've got a question.
Yes.
You think regular acid would work?
No. There's a very specific enzyme in the acid that turns you from stone into a normal thing. If you put regular acid on them, they would die.
So I assume you killed one in the past to bring Harmon back.
See, if you kill it and gut it and bring it to me, I could make something that should fix this. But the problem is you have to go to it and kill it, and it is in the ocean.
Kill.
I respect you, little spoon girl.
Kill.
Do you have anything for us to put it in?
Mwok looks at the big cauldron that he always cooks the meals in, and he goes, boom, boom.
Huh. He's gonna look at Socrates. You know, it's got your name written all over it, buddy. And he's gonna start walking back upstairs.
Sox goes, "You're the one with the bag!"
Can't put that in the bag.
Definitely too big for the bag.
Okay, never mind then.
Comes up to like,
That's why I was like, how do I do that?
here on you.
I mean, but it's all about the width.
It's a
It's big.
It's that tall. How wide do you think it is?
Sox just goes, "All right," and grabs the handle of it and starts pulling it with him.
Dolus didn't go down, by the way. Dolus stayed up and was just looking out at the direction that everyone was looking.
You haven't seen a lot as you're staring out. Nothing's really happened or changed. The sun has started to come up more, so it's you starting to be able to see more and more of the shapes in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It seems almost like they're not rocks. Whatever's out there is clearly not rocks, but you still can't get a good judge.
Cool.
Yeah, that's really all you got out there.
Your thunder just met us.
Fun. For context, for anyone watching this weeks in the future, in Georgia
damn.
right now, huge thunderstorm, a whole
Massive.
day.
Yeah, pretty much the whole state got a tornado warning, and here we are playing D&D without a care in the world.
Of course.
Large glass windows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one right
large
here.
glass windows to the front of me and to the side of Cryo.
It's okay. Really thick curtains. Be fine.
I have a blanket over mine. I'll be fine.
And
Anyways.
action.
Just as Dolus is still standing on the top deck, and as Twink, I'm assuming because Twink came up first, he just asked. He asked Twink he's like, so what's the news?
Well, from what I understand, apparently there's a basilisk out there, and we've got to get its stomach contents, put it in a cauldron, and bring it back.
Right, of course.
Very.
Yeah, should be simple.
I'll be back momentarily. And so Dolus just unfurls his wings, and I just like to fly maybe 20, 30 feet out just in the direction of the rocks, just so I see if I can get a better look at what it is in the distance.
As you come up and into the air and out a bit, you can't. Again, it's like a quarter of a mile away. It's like a solid distance away. So you get a better idea for the shapes. They're spread out really solidly over something that's for a real world example, it's probably about the size of a football field. For your example, it's the size of a village. But you still can't quite get what it is. You think you see a few ship masts, there may be masts, some kind of structure.
All right, well, I'm not taking any risk. I'm gonna fly back onto the deck.
Okay.
And just he just lands. It's still can't make anything out. It's too far out.
Eggold immediately is yeah, we're gonna have to row out there, take the entire ship and risk it.
Oh,
Socks
I
is
think we should
currently
roll.
lugging the cauldron up the stairs.
Eggle turns back and sees the cauldron and goes, "What the hell are you doing?"
Walk told us we needed to bring this.
Do you understand why I'm a little uncertain about leaving him in charge?
I mean, to be fair, he's given us more info than you have.
He actually knows what it is.
What is it?
A sea basilisk.
Oh, fuck. And Eggle kind of like puts the binoculars away, no longer wanting to look out there. Yeah, Lotus?
Is the cauldron big enough for
Yes.
Lotus to?
Yes, it is.
Lotus is sitting in it when Socks has brought it up to the deck.
It is big enough that if she crosses her knees, she can perfectly fit into it, and no one would see her.
She's
Socks
sitting-
looks into it and goes, Lotus, I still need to get this on the rowboat.
Okay.
Can I kindly ask you to move?
No.
Right. Archibald, come here. You're helping me move this thing.
Oh, okay. He just comes over and grabs the other side of it, starts pulling it with you. You get it out of the rowboat with some effort, and you definitely chip the paint on the Bordelace numerous times, getting it over the railing.
As we do it, Socks just looks at the chips of paint and goes, looks directly at Archibald and goes, we don't tell Lorelei that this was our fault.
That what was our fault?
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't. Okay. Archibald looks at Lotus down in the cauldron. He's like, "You gonna be good in there?"
Yeah.
Okay. Then he just
It's like a smaller boat.
he steps back with Eggle and he's like, "So who's all going?" As if I have to ask. Your hand shoots out of the cauldron on the boat.
Socks goes, not me.
Not you?
No. I stuttered over I'm by accident. I meant to say me.
Okay.
Dolus just kind of like puts his hand up like this as he starts walking to the boat.
Twink's already in the boat.
Yeah. Walk comes up the stairs about this time and goes, "Eggle, you gonna see him off?" And Eggle goes, "You'll be fine without me, right?" And Walk goes, "Of course. If you're not back in an hour, we'll chop Lorelei's arms off of the header and sail this puppy out of here, and you'll be left to your, whatever's happening." Nagel just goes, right. Glad that we have contingency plans for that. Fan.
You might want to make it longer than an hour? That's a long way away.
Walk kind of looks out, and then he looks at the ship, and he's like, All right, fine. You got till sun high, and he looks up. Sun just came up. Got plenty of time. He's like, we can do that. Can't stay here, though, too long. Something happens to you, we can't just be waiting for you.
We'll be back in no time.
I'll hold you to that. Someone's got to eat my grub. Someone who actually appreciates it. He turns to one of the people nearby. He's just like,
Lotus pokes her head out. I appreciate it.
Why are you in my cauldron?
It's a smaller boat.
I think you will find that it is not like a boat when it touches water.
I am the captain of this boat. And she sinks back down.
All right. Well, make sure she don't die.
The cauldron, or you talk about the boat?
Preferably both.
Best of luck, Walk.
Eggle gets to the boat and he's like, if you leave me and I live, I will hunt you down. And Walk goes, oh yeah, because that's scary. And he starts to walk towards the helm.
He walks towards that.
It's like the first time that Walk's shown attitude, and I really love it.
The first time Walk has walked.
Shit, you right. No.
Yeah, he walked it in.
Yeah, you walked up to us in Shasla. All right. Onward and boatward and Kiwi.
course. The three things that you need.
Boat.
Onward, boatward, and kiwi.
Yeah. As like I'm assuming like they're lowering the boat into the water. Dolus just like looks into the cauldron. He kind of leans in. He's like, "Is it comfortable in there?" Right. Well, from what Walk said, no. From what Walk said, if this cauldron goes into the water, you will drown.
So it's not a very good boat.
No, it's a very bad boat. It doesn't have the magic that these other boats have.
But why?
Because it wasn't built like that.
It was
So
built
it's
different.
built different.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Did I miss built different?
Yeah, you did. Dolus is just like, please, for your safety and mine, please exit the cauldron.
And she climbs out of the cauldron.
No fun. No fun.
I'm sorry, I don't want my sister to drown in a cauldron in the ocean.
No fun allowed.
Like,
You're fine. So you climb out of the cauldron. You're all set up in the boat. Can I get a seating order in the boat? You row out.
Oh, I'm definitely standing at the front.
Okay, got it.
Dolus is in
Very
the back.
George Washington-esque as he's crossing
Sox
the
is
Delaware.
probably sitting right in front of Dolus, and I imagine Archibald would be next to him in that case.
Okay.
I'm situating myself right beside Twink.
Second.
While we're waiting, Sox turns to Dolus as they're going and goes, "You have the flask, right?"
Yep.
If it comes down to it, just press it on me, and I'm sure it'll do enough to slow me down.
I will if it comes down to it, but let's hope it doesn't.
I do hope, but best we have a backup plan.
Honestly, I'd rather not get close to you when you are like that if I can, but as you said, if it comes down to it.
Okay, so you all get in the boat. They lower it. Eggold kind of takes a really deep breath. And then he starts rowing. And he's like, "So, basilisk. Any of you been briefed on how to handle a basilisk?"
What's a basilisk?
Don't look it in
I
the
don't
eye.
know.
Well, for those of you who are not from around here, very, very big lizard. Very, very big lizard. And if you look it in the eye, you will slowly start to turn to stone. So, just, don't look anything in the eye.
Fair enough.
Right.
I don't know really what other advice I can possibly give, to be honest. I've never had to deal with one before.
I appreciate it, Duke.
Any rumors you've heard of weaknesses?
Weaknesses for the giant lizard that can turn people to stone? No, nothing in particular. To be honest with you, for me personally, I would hit it a lot, maybe shoot it. I don't really have anything in specific. I can't do magic. I have a gun and a knife, so I'm gonna let you guys handle this, and I'm gonna be on the boat.
You've had a gun and a knife this whole time, and you've been holding out on us. Staying on the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the boat this time too.
Can I have your gun?
No, it's my gun.
Okay.
It's a gun passed down long through the lines of the Dukes of Egg. It's mine.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't want to interrupt royalty.
Exactly. Perfect. And he kind of leads into Dolus, and he's like, "I think I'm getting the hang of talking to you.
Thank you.
I'm doing my..."
You're doing great.
Takes you guys about, 20 minutes to row all the way out there. Eggold, partway through, is like, "Could someone please assist?" And Archibald takes up the other oar. You both between the two of them, you guys get out there pretty quickly. And as you get closer, you immediately realize that the thing you saw that looked almost like a structure, not a structure so much as it is, it's kind of similar to in Shasla, the big rocks, jags sitting out of the water, and spread amidst all of these rocks that are kind of jutting out. None of them jut out too high, at most like 10 feet out of the water. Are a bunch of half-destroyed ships. So almost the entire thing that you see above water is just smashed wood and masts that are still sticking up either. Because some of them are one of them is clearly fresh, and a few others are floating, still quite waterlogged for some reason after all this time. One or two are just sort of lodged into the rocks, so it is a ship graveyard. Dead, as far as the eye can.
Cryo, you're cutting
Whoa.
out a good bit.
Ah,
There you go.
thank you.
Dolus is just like, well, that's foreboding.
It's-
Foreboding.
Foreboding. Those ships
Fucking-
are foreboding. You're correct.
How many of them are there, Cryo?
Comedy. On top of the water, there are 4 larger pieces of ships. Yeah, no, I hate that was actually a thing. One of them is the entire front of a ship that's kind of tilted out of the water, and that's the one that's furthest away from you. There's a hull, and then just a chunk of like a stern, the hull to your left, right, and then a few rock crags. You come up. Naggled kind of comes to a slow near to one of the rocks, and he takes a rope he has, and he kind of swings it around and lashes it onto the nearest rock, and he's like, okay, so those two can fly, so I don't have to take them anywhere specific. And then he points at Archibald and the two of you and goes, where do you want me to drop you off?
What seems to be the biggest structure?
Twink just points. Biggest structure is probably the hull. The hull is probably the thing that is the biggest, but it also is tilted almost totally. Almost totally sideways.
Okay, we'll go with the most stable structure then.
Probably the stern, which looks like it's wedged itself onto a few of the rocks that haven't quite made it out of the water. So that's actually the one that Twink pointed at. To the right.
There you go.
Totally unintentional, but good job, Twink. So yeah. So it's also really close, so he just kind of has to loosen that rope. It's just about like 20 feet off the side, and then with Archibald and him pushing a little with the oars, you're like bumping up against it.
Do we have to like climb up it, or
The way it's broken, you could actually climb right into it, but then to get on top, you'll have to go upstairs. It's like a half destroyed chunk of boat.
nice?
Fun.
Sox does just that.
Sox and Archibald climb in real quick. Archibald turns around and holds a hand out to help Twink.
He kind of just hops over onto it.
Archibald,
Dolus looks
okay, I
at.
don't know.
Oh, sorry.
No, Archibald's just like, oh, okay, I don't know what to. Okay.
Dolus is just looks at them like entering, and then he's just like, "We'll start from the top," and
Right.
kind of gestures to Lotus to go up.
Facing away from those, she'll take flight.
Okay, you opened your wings with Dolus, right? That's actually the direction you already would have been facing. So you open your wings, making sure to not turn back to your brother, and it's just a quick up onto the top of the deck. It's not far for you guys at all. It's like 2 wing flaps.
Hmm.
And as you land on it, everything kind of shimmies a little as you're all moving around on it, but it seems like it's not going anywhere.
Do we see anything from up here?
The moment you land on top, you see that there's a bunch of like crates, barrels, and tarps in the back of the stern that have all sort of like collected over in one corner. But it's the general direction that the ship has tilted, so you're not sure what quite that is. Otherwise, empty up top.
I'm gonna use the ring to cast dancing lights below.
Okay.
Just have
So
4 globes following us around as we traverse our way through the ship.
gotcha. Let me ring. Check things.
It's free. You don't have
Yes,
to.
it is. You don't have to use any of the charges, so you're set. You know,
Mhm.
you climb in. It's really dark. And it seems like this ship probably hasn't been here that long. The make of the ship would be quickly recognized, actually, by Archibald and Socks. It's a ship from the Westwood.
Socks turns to Archibald and he's like, "This was one of ours, wasn't it?"
Archibald kind of like looks at everything. He's like, "Yeah, it looks like one of ours. Looks old though." And he kind of like looks everywhere and he's like, "I don't know. I haven't seen ones like this. I lived inland. I never really went to the docks."
Would Socks be able to tell if it was from an era of his life? Like,
Yeah.
if the boat was recent enough?
So the boat is within Socks's lifetime. It doesn't look like it's ancient or anything. It's just one that the design is not spiffy. Means
Socks goes, "Unfortunate for whatever souls were lost here. But if we kill the thing, can't happen again."
Archibald kind of nods and he's like, "Right. So what happens if we don't kill the thing?"
Well, then we get turned to stone, and it's been a good ride, Archibald.
Yeah, you don't exactly inspire confidence in this moment, Socrates.
And Socks looks at him and goes, "With your raw power and the skills of our party, we'll be fine. I promise."
Yeah, I don't exactly have raw power if I'm a rock.
Socks
Just
goes,
don't be a rock.
"Don't look it in the eye, then."
Okay, you guys are great at this, by the way. He kind of like walks ahead of you a bit.
So what you sign up for, Archibald?
You wanted to fight. Some fights are hard.
I'm not saying I don't want to fight. I'm just saying you guys are... You know, your advice is, I don't know. It's just not exactly what I expected.
Well, that's what happens when you ask for advice from people who've never fought something.
You
Be a first
know?
time for all of us.
So what do you guys do since it's your first time? But you seem so... ready.
There's a difference between being ready and being scared.
So you can be both.
Well, sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, well then I'm both.
And now that you've accepted that, you'll be all right.
The fear will help you stay alive because it won't make you take any nasty risks. And the readiness, well, that'll help you blow this thing to kingdom come.
Got it. He takes like a deep breath, and then we're gonna go to the top deck. What are the birds doing?
So Dolus just kind of he leans over to Lotus and he just goes, "If you see it, let's look out into the waters. If you see anything moving, close your eyes, look away, and yell.
Okay.
Do not look the creature in the eyes."
Okay.
And just kind of start like looking out like into the water, like near the other broken ship parts and rocks, just like looking out to see if anything's moving, just stuff like that, if we can catch a glimpse of anything at all.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Yes, sir. That's disadvantage.
I
Poggers.
am helping you look, so it's a straight roll.
Okay, cool. That's a dirty 20.
Hey!
17 plus 3.
Fantastic. As you're looking out away from the direction you came, towards the sort of half out front of a ship, and you quickly spy there's something dark in the water. Like, so between you and this other ship, there's a crag of rock. And there's something dark in the water between that crag and the other thing. It kind of is just in lazy little, like, circles there in the water.
I immediately close my eyes and turn 180 around and, like, grab Lotus's arm to, like, do the same. And just, like, let's tell the others, and just, like, go over to, like, just, like, kind of fly down, like, just do, like, a flap before I get to the ground, and then, like, peek into where they all, like, entered earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
And I
they
just...
all haven't gotten far.
Yeah, I just yell out... Oh, sorry. I just yell out, "We've spotted it!"
Lotus is still on top deck.
Are you ready, Archibald? Seems like we found it.
Archibald's like, right, ready and scared. Ready and scared. And he kind of, like, punches his palm, and he's like, I'm going to take the stairs because I don't have wings. And he turns and starts going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Socks follows him down the stairs and, like, kind of gets ahead of him and just taps him on the shoulder. Or goes up the stairs, yeah, sorry. And kind of taps him on the shoulder as he goes up and goes, just don't piss yourself and you'll be fine.
Why is that? Why would you assume that that's a thing that would... Okay.
Dolus flaps back up.
Okay, so you're back up top. One
We're
second.
making our way up top, so...
Yeah. You all sort of come out of the stairs, and you immediately, the first thing you see is Lotus turned, like, has her back to the ship, and she's just doing this. And Dolus, like, walks over next to her, I imagine.
Yeah, I walk over to her and I, like, give her, like, a little head pat, like, good job. And then I point out as they, like, walk up to the top of the ship into the direction I saw it. And I'm just like, that way. In the water.
Can I see it?
No. Twink cannot.
Cool.
Can I?
Yes. You and Archibald.
Socks looks down at it and goes, this feels reminiscent of a few days ago, a month ago.
Right.
So how far away is it?
How far away is it?
How far?
That's gonna be about 60 feet.
60 feet or so.
And I was gonna, like, send the lights down to it.
Okay, so the dancing lights all twirl up into the air and then all come down, just hovering over the water in sort of a circle around the area that Twink thinks the thing is in. They're pretty close.
Does that help at all? Can you tell anything?
Well, we can tell that it's still in the water around the area where your lights are.
So it's close? He's gonna send the lights into the water.
Okay. All the lights dive under, and immediately the black thing, you see it just, like, wriggle a few times, and the lights, they keep moving, and then one of them is gone, and then another one of them is gone, and then the dark thing is gone, and the other two lights sort of floating there in the water, doing a circle.
Well, I think might be on its way here now.
I mean, it doesn't know we're here.
Possibly. You definitely startled it.
Well, that's good. It knows we mean business.
Right. Well, now we just sit here like ducks waiting for it to pop up.
Archibald is looking around the top deck, and he kind of goes, "Hey guys, there are people back here."
There's what?
Socks turns to him and goes, what do you mean? People?
Well, I mean,
Walks
statue.
over.
Like, he gestures to where all the crates and boxes have kind of gathered, and there are one or two petrified, like, I'm sorry, one or two. There are three. I keep wanting to give vague things, but you can see it. There are 4 people. There are 4 stone people laying there, like, near this bundle of crates and everything.
Do you guys think this is the dinner plate?
Oh, fuck.
Yes. Yes, I do think so.
Archibald's kind of leaning down to interact with one of those people. And you hear this sort of really gentle hiss come from the boxes just a few feet ahead of him. And he looks up, and immediately he stiffens, and his hands start to turn to rock as from the tarps and crates and barrels, a form rises out of them all, knocking them aside, and reveals a basilisk that is looking at all of you. So I'm going to need you all.
Wait, it was under the tarps and boxes?
Yep.
This thing's smaller than I thought.
Yeah, it's really small.
It's only a medium creature.
Oh.
I thought it was huge.
Yeah, I thought it was like this
Right?
big thing in the water, like.
Yeah. It's standing up in front of you all. So I'm going to need you to make a Constitution throw.
Oh, fun.
And then immediately after, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Cool. Those are my favorite ones.
I love that one.
Mm.
Okay, so
Uh,
Constitution first.
Yes,
Okay,
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah,
because it's a surprise.
Okay.
14.
I got 16.
I got 18. Oh,
Everybody rolled above 12 on the Constitution throws, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you all, as it comes up, immediately like shield your eyes, ready for it. And now, everybody, it's time for initiative.
Oh, cool.
Da da da. Roll my initiative.
Da-ba-da.
Da da.
I didn't see what it was. Fuck. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. We're gonna start with Socks. What's your initiative?
11.
11.
Yep. Not great.
That's okay. Boop. And then Twink.
Also 11.
You guys want to know something fun?
Hmm.
What?
You want to know what Archibald rolled for his initiative?
What did Archibald roll?
12.
Damn it.
Archibald is also slowly turning to stone.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we have time to stop that.
There's functions.
I have
And
an idea.
then Lotus, what did you roll?
Function.
16.
16. Last but not least, Dolus, what you got?
I got an 18.
18. Fantastic. All right. So, before anything else, though, hang on. I'm going to share some.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Sick.
Oh, the E is Eggle.
The E is Eggold, who is far away from you on the boat.
E for Eggle.
Initiative.
Maybe.
Sick.
He's got to shoot with his gun.
You got a gun
He's been
and a
holding.
knife.
He's been holding back on us. Eggle.
Time for y'all to find out that Eggold is the most dangerous motherfucker on the boat.
He's a sharpshooter. He shoot like we're having trouble, and he like one shots it.
It's like, I got you.
Okay, we're back. We fixed K.
Hello.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine, except Archibald's turning to stone. Initiative has begun. There's
And
a
we're fighting a fucking
large
basilisk.
basilisk in front of you.
Woo.
So just quick update. So if you, on your turn, I will tell you this now, specify whether or not you're going to look at the thing. If you do not look at the thing, all your rolls that turn involving that thing will be disadvantaged.
Cool.
Just establish the ruling of that right now.
Cool.
And the very first person up in initiative is Dolus.
Oh, fun. Okay. Well,
Every one of the
am-
little grids is 5 feet.
Every one of the okay. Can you zoom a little bit? There you go. Thank you. What is the like 3 next to the basilisk?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Worried slightly, but I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay, what stat are you gonna hex?
I am going to Hex Wisdom.
Wisdom. I'm just fun little thing here, and we're put a W. You know, wisdom is hex.
Yeah.
Hex is your bonus action, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want to do then?
So Dolus is going to specify that he looks. I'm going to look at it.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Okay. That is 13 plus 18.
18? 18
Yeah.
is going to hit. Roll for damage.
Cool. D10.
Hell yeah, Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's a 10. Plus 6. Plus a D6, sorry, I mean. Plus 4, so 14.
14. Okay, so the Eldritch Blast slams into this thing. It doesn't look like it did much more than kind of piss it off.
And I'm gonna end my turn by flying up.
I'm gonna stop you there, actually, because I was going to end your turn. Actually, you're not gonna be able to fly because as you fire your Eldritch Blast, the tips of your fingers and you feel your feet getting heavy as you start to turn to stone from looking at the basilisk. I need you to make that Constitution throw.
Ooh. Saving throw or just a Constitution check?
Saving throw.
Okay. That is. That's a 6.
Yeah, the stone is
Yikes.
ready to creep up your arm, and we're gonna end your turn there and move to Lotus, who's right next to you.
I'm going to use 20 feet of my movement to go to the right.
Okay.
I've
5.
already
15,
taken out
20.
my Javelin of Lightning.
Oh shit.
I'm going to do a twirl. And then as I throw it, I'm going to say bzz.
Oh boy. So you trigger the ability of your Javelin of Lightning, which luckily you have cleared the firing range of. Good job on that. Let me pull it up so I could read. I gave them all these fancy new toys that I have to make sure I'm doing correct. So you say bzzzt, and it has to make a DC 13 Dex saving throw. Oh no. I mean, oh yay. Good for you guys. Fantastic. Hooray! Roll for damage. That's
Don't I have to roll to attack?
Yes.
Oh, you do have to make a ranged attack throw. That's right. And then I make the. I'm sorry.
It was a 13 plus 6.
Well, that hits. So yeah, no, it's gonna take 4d6s of lightning damage.
So I don't have 4 6s, so I'm just going to use the thingy.
Okay. Plus an extra 6, plus 4.
Plus an extra 6.
It takes the 6 from getting stabbed, and then it takes 4ds of lightning damage.
Oh. So that's 12. Plus. Whatever.
Plus whatever.
That's a lot
Plus-
of damage.
Plus 4. It says plus 4. I don't
Yeah,
know where
so-
you're getting the
so
extra 6 from.
So it's the hit damage. It's 1d6 plus 4, the regular hit damage, and then it takes an additional 4.
Oh. Okay, that's really cool.
There you go. Like, my saving throw is just for having that. So it'll always still take the initial hit damage of getting hit by a javelin.
Okay, cool. Should I roll another d6?
Yes, roll one more 6. So it'll be 12 plus 4 plus whatever your 6 is.
Plus 3.
Okay. So 12 plus 7, that's 19. So you all watch as Lotus runs to the side, looks at it. You said that, right? You said you're gonna look at it? Yep. You look at it, you just chuck this javelin, and this tiny little bird girl goes bzzzt, and it transforms immediately into this giant arc of lightning that slams into this basilisk and sends it just toppling. That hurt. That fucking hurt.
That's what that thing was!
Yeah! And she's gonna run over.
No, you're not. Because as you go, yeah, you start feeling your fingertips turning to stone as you looked at it. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It was a 10 plus 2. It's a 12.
Constitution throw? It's a 12? Okay, so you aren't moving anywhere for this turn because you're spending the turn shaking off the stone and like stretching your fingers. So no more movement for the rest of the turn. But
Yeah,
you are not still turning into stone. All right, and now it's Archibald's turn. So I get to see if he turns into stone. Yeah, you guys watch as Archibald in front of you just holds his hands up and kind of is just like, socks! And he just becomes solid in front of you.
Well, there goes my fucking plan.
Yeah, Archibald's rock now.
Oh!
And it is, let's see, who's got higher initiative? That would be... You're tied.
Yeah.
Ian,
Ian,
just
you
roll.
want it?
Just
Yeah,
roll
I'll-
again for whichever one of you goes first. Whoever rolls higher.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
All right, yeah, Ian goes first.
Yep, Ian goes first.
He's going to not look at it. Instead, he's going to look kind of averted right next to it, and he's going to point the ring. And he's go, "This is what it does, Socrates." And he's going to cast Ball Lightning.
I'm so ready.
And he's going to make a ball of lightning appear within 5 feet of the basilisk on the opposite side of Archibald.
Okay, awesome.
And because it's within 5 feet, he immediately has to make a dexterity saving throw as the lightning arcs out at it.
Ball lightning. Da. How many spheres of ball lightning are you gonna make?
1 sphere.
1 sphere. All right, what's the save on this? 15.
15.
Saves. It saves.
That's fine.
Oh.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to use defensive field.
Okay.
And where am I at? Let's see. I'll stay put. I have no reason to move.
Okay. So you charge up your defensive field. Some lightning arcs out at the basilisk, but it kind of just sidesteps it as it hits into the boat, and then that ball of lightning kind of just fizzles out of existence.
Oh, it doesn't disappear.
Yeah, it does. When a creature other than you comes within 5 feet, it discharges lightning at the creature, then disappears.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
Yep. So it's 1 charge out
Oh, I think it's 2 charges. I think it's 2 per sphere you do.
per sphere. It is, you are correct. So that's two charges. Okay. And that's your turn then?
Yep, that will be my turn.
Socks, you're up.
I have a question.
Yeah?
From our knowledge, it's only if you look it in the eye, correct?
Yeah, it's if you look at it in the eye and it can see your eyes.
How big is its head?
It's a medium-sized creature, so its head's probably
Less than 5 feet?
sizable, less than 5. Yeah, definitely less than 5.
Cool. Socks is going to cast Minor Illusion on its head,
Okay?
and I assume he doesn't have to look directly at it to do it.
No.
Okay, he's going to cast Minor Illusion on its head, and just create a box of just basically pure black.
Just a black box.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That works just fine.
Yeah. I just realized I'm not Monty. I can't attack with my bonus action.
You make the box. Suddenly, the basilisk is very concerned because it can't see.
Am I able to attach a Minor Illusion? Like, is it able to follow something, or does it appear where it is and stay there?
Let's see. There's nothing saying you can't move it around.
Okay.
Well, the fact that it says that you can't move it means you can't move it. Or the fact that it says that you can move it. Like, it should specify that you can move it in order to be able to move it.
So that's not going to work for 2 reasons. Number 1, doesn't specify that you move it. Number 2, any physical interaction with the illusion is renders it void, and things can move through. So the basilisk, you put it there, and the basilisk could just move its head out of it.
So, I mean, it works until it moves its head out of it.
Yeah.
So it hasn't done that yet.
It hasn't done it yet. So it's one quick, you throw it up real quick, and it's a box around its head. We're still in that moment.
Oh, if only I had... I do have a way to do this. And then I would like to use some of my sorcery points to do a quicken spell.
Ooh, okay.
And I would like to fire a chromatic orb at it.
Oh boy, chromatic orb. What element?
Lightning.
Lightning. What level?
Lightning level 1.
Okay. Level. Okay. Make a ranged attack.
19 plus 3, 22.
That hits.
All right, and then 48. I'm just gonna use the computer for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. Shit.
Why would you do this?
Roll.
Why would you make such a terrible, terrible mistake?
16.
Okay. Chromatic orb smacks into this thing. It immediately shakes its head out of the box. It looks shockingly worse for the wear, but it's still standing. It kind of took a lightning bolt to the side, and you just, again, electrocuted it pretty heftily. But it's still up. However, your quick thinking did keep you from having to make any kind of checks for turning into stone this turn. Would you like to do anything else on your turn? You do have movement still.
Sox would like to go and protect Archibald.
You could go up and protect Archibald?
I'm gonna go up and protect Archibald.
Where do you want to be?
Between him and the basilisk. I can't really
You
get there.
can't get between him and the basilisk.
So we'll go to the outer edge, like right above Archibald.
Okay, you got enough movement for that. So you rush up next to Archibald, who's still sort of frozen, looking at where you were a second ago. Really dramatically. And
My heart!
yeah, and sad, isn't it? Okay, anyways, it's the basilisk's turn now. And now that you've come rushing up to it, it's going to look down at you. Okay, you are averting your eyes. However, it is going to bite you. Oh boy. That is a 24 to hit.
Huh?
24 to hit.
What do you think?
It's gonna. You can react if you want in some way. I don't know.
All I have is shield.
Yeah, that's not gonna do much. All right, this is exciting though. I need to. D6. 5 plus.
I just got the worst idea.
Its teeth come down and it gives you a solid bite, clamping down on your shoulder. You're gonna take 12 points of piercing damage, and you're going to take 3 additional points of poison damage.
So yeah, Socks ain't looking too hot. Hey, just quick question. Lotus, you didn't bring the fucking cat, did you? We left it on the boat.
The cat was left on the boat.
Thank God.
The cat is safe on the boat. You've all learned your lesson.
Merciful DM.
I would not have been so kind.
Well, the only person who could have brought her was Lotus. She slept with Lotus last
never
night.
specified that they didn't bring the cat.
Yep.
So therefore, the cat's always with Lotus.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a merciful DM.
Merciful
He just doesn't want to
DM.
go through that again.
I'm a merciful DM who just hit you for 15 points of damage.
Well, that's just the dice.
Which, by the way, make a wisdom saving throw.
$21.
Okay, you're good. You feel a quick rush of adrenaline, but you are not a wolf yet.
Not yet.
All right. That's going to be the whole basilisk's turn. It just gave you one solid bite.
Man, things keep biting my arm.
And then, real quickly, before anything else, I'm going to... Oh, not mess that up. I'm going to come back here, roll out, excuse you. Don't be like... And we're pulling up. There you go. You all hear a lovely sound from the water behind you. As that thing you saw from the water earlier starts climbing the side of the boat.
Oh, boy.
Where's B2?
Where's B2? The pain in
Where's
that
BB-8?
question. Where's B2? It is going to expend all of its movement so it can get up and get on the side of the boat, but it does not have enough to get top of the boat.
But we are aware that it's there.
Yes, you hear a very large lizard start scratching up the side of the boat from the direction that you were aware one was at previously. And then something else also happens, but you don't. So, we're looping right around back to the top of the round. Dolus, it's your turn. There's a basilisk now climbing the boat behind you. And you have to make a constitution saving throw. Because your fingers are still turning to stone.
Please, dice. Be
Please.
merciful.
Please.
That's a 17.
Okay, you shake it off, you start flexing your fingers. You feel a little rush of magic to all of your limbs and extremities, and you are no longer turning to stone. You shook off the petrification.
Cool. Is the first one, is B3 still looking at Socks since it like turned to like bite into him?
Oh yeah, no one's looking at Socks. You're clear if you want to look at it.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna now take flight as I intended to. I'm gonna fly like 30 feet in the air, maybe.
Okay.
And looking down at the one that... Well, so first, I'm just going to quickly, in Lotus's direction, yell, if he starts turning, fly. And then look back at the basilisk, and I'm just going to, like, extend my hand and just, like, point my finger at the basilisk that's currently, like, biting at Socks. And I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead.
Ooh, yay. You haven't gotten to do this one yet.
Mm-hmm. And so that's a wisdom saving throw of which you have disadvantage on.
Disadvantage on. Excellent. Oh, disadvantage just saved your life.
Oh. Hell yeah. So I'm guessing it's
Toll of the Dead's gonna hit.
Okay, so since it's damaged, I do a d12 of damage.
Yep.
That is 7. Plus,
7? Cool.
yeah, plus a d6 of 6.
6.
That's 13
Okay.
damage.
13 damage. You cast Toll of the Dead. All of you around you hear this boom, and the basilisk just kind of flinches, almost as if it felt like terrible pain in it. You watch some scales start to kind of like turn gray and fizzle, and it lets out this little screech, and then it flops onto the deck. Dead.
Socks goes, good work, Dolls! Fuck.
Thank you. And now I'm going to then fly another 10 feet forward away from the one climbing up at me.
Okay.
Or onto the thing.
Towards Lotus, towards the side.
Towards the side.
I mean, both are technically towards Lotus.
Yeah.
Up. Okay.
And that's my turn.
That's gonna be your turn. That's one basilisk down. Which means up next again is Lotus.
I'm going to go towards Basilisk 1,
Okay.
keeping my head down, my attention averted. As I'm running, I'm taking out my spear. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna stab.
Okay. So you come all the way over to the edge of the boat. I'm gonna have you make a melee attack.
14 plus 6 is 20.
Yes.
That hits. You guys are getting really good rolls.
That was with disadvantage, right?
I rolled a 4. That was my first roll
Sick.
of this combat.
I rolled a 14 and a 16. It's a +6. Which one is a d6? The one with the 6.
The normal dice.
The normal dice, indeed.
Cube.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, so as it's climbing up, you come over and you just stab it in the hand. He gets a little shriek, and you're
I'm
hurting
also
your.
going to spend a key point, and I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
Oh shit! Hit it again. Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man.
That is a...
Still with disadvantage.
16.
Okay.
Jesus, Ray.
It
The
was a
greatest
10 and a
disadvantage.
17.
Yeah,
+6.
that's gonna hit still. Roll for damage.
She doesn't really need to roll very high to hit
That
with
is...
the +6.
Hold on, let me do this real quick, because I also get another hit. So there's a lot of dice for one dice set.
Just go. Oh no!
She dropped
Oh,
it! You
no!
fool! You fool!
The silent distress.
15? Does that hit?
15 hits, and since you've rolled it, I will tell you all this thing's AC is 15.
Okay.
So that's a 6 + 7 for damage.
13.
13.
So that's 13 damage. I am also going to use open hand technique. And I'm going to attempt to make it fall prone. So that is a dex saving throw, DC 14.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a 19. So you kind of try and force it off, and it just digs its claws in harder into the side of the boat.
How much damage did I do at that turn?
Gosh, because you just did 13.
29.
And yeah, 29.
That's insane. Okay.
Cool.
Lotus is scary.
But this is scary. You just did a shit ton of damage to this thing.
That's my turn.
Okay. Well, now that Lotus is out of the way and Archibald has turned to stone, one other thing is going to happen real quick. Okay. And Twink, you're up.
Yeah, we're gonna cast Ball of Lightning again.
Okay. Where isn't it?
And on the opposite side of where Lotus is, there's gonna be a Ball of Lightning.
Got it.
Just one again. So he has to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Is this going to be finally the dex throw I lose? What's the save on that?
15.
Yeah, he gets struck by frickin' lightning.
Yeah, he does. All right.
Roll for damage.
Ooh, this is good. This is good.
This is going to be tasty. I'm so excited for this.
That'll be 25 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so yeah, no. As this ball lightning forms behind this thing, you just watch a bunch of electrical arcs smash into it. This thing shrieks in like terrible pain, and the ball lightning disappears. This thing looks hurt. It looks pretty cooked, but it's still on the side of the boat.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Socks, your turn.
Walk said he had to cook something to fix him, right? I
He
can't
said you had
just
to
rip
gut
out
it.
the. But did he say he had to cook any of it? Or do anything to it?
No, he didn't say cook.
Well, he didn't say that specifically, but he did say he had to whip something up, as was his exact phrasing.
Because I was about to
correctly.
think about like gutting the basilisk right then and there to get Archibald back, but it's cool. It's fine. Anyway, Socks is oh this will be fun. Good old classic. Socks is gonna look slightly to the side of the basilisk. Not okay.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Mind sliver.
Okay, mind sliver, hooray. Alright, what's the Save on Mind Sliver is...
Intelligence.
Oh boy. It doesn't matter.
Did it fail?
No, it was very successful.
Shit.
Yeah. No, that's 17.
How
Damn,
intelligent
it
are
doesn't
these
even
things?
take half.
Not very intelligent. I just made a very good roll.
Did you roll a nat 20? Jesus Christ.
Well, so their intelligence is -3, and yes.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I'll go fuck myself. That's fine. That's it. That's all.
That's all you got?
Socks is gonna get back up near Twink now that the basilisk near Archibald is dead.
Okay. So Socks coming back over by Twink. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, it has come all the way back around
To the basilisk.
to the basilisk. And Basilisk 1 finishes climbing up onto the boat. And since it just got stabbed in the hand by Lotus, it's gonna bite you.
Bring it.
So, damn.
Yeah, the highest AC in our fucking party.
Well, that's a nat 1.
Bring it.
You
Yeah,
couldn't have
it
fucking
turns to
done
try
that
and
for
bite
me.
you, but after just getting electrocuted, it kind of just stumbles and it falls. I'm gonna just say it falls prone. It got electrocuted. It got stabbed. It's having a rough day.
Having a rough day.
It's having a rough day.
It's rough, buddy.
And that's gonna bring us back around to the top of the round, which is gonna be Dolus.
Cool. I mean, I guess I'll use my bonus action to bring the hex onto B1. It's not gonna stay there for long either, but so would I be, since it's like prone and like it tried biting at Lotus, am I safe to try looking at it?
I would say no.
Cool.
The head is turned in the direction of Lotus.
So since I was looking at B3, hearing the commotion, I'll fly over to behind Socks. And now I'm going to turn at it. And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast.
All right, make a ranged attack. Or advantage, or not advantage, but normal. My brain was like the opposite of disadvantage.
Oh,
Wait, is it prone?
yeah.
Oh, it is prone.
And it's a ranged attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just melees get advantage prone, right?
Ranged attacks are disadvantage on prone creatures.
Oh, so still disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Alright, well-
cool. I'm sorry.
So that's 13. That does not hit.
Does not hit. So you
Cool.
fire an Eldritch Blast, but between looking and not looking and flying over, you're a little disoriented as you twirl around to launch it off, and it just fires off into the water.
Fun. I mean, that's the end. And then I'm going to turn around, not like 180, like kind of like
Turn away
45
from
degrees, like 45 degrees away from it, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, awesome. Next up, we have Lotus.
Yeah.
Stab. Roll to stab it. Are you shielding your face? Okay, disadvantage.
That'd just be straight roll.
That'd be
wouldn't it?
straight because melee. So and it's prone. So regular roll actually.
Oh.
Keep getting advantage, disadvantage, and crossing things out.
18.
18 hits.
Five damage.
5 damage. You bring your spear down in it, and it shrieks in pain. It's looking pretty banged up, but it's not
I'm
dead
going
yet.
to use my bonus action.
Bonus
Cool.
action.
Just kick it with my talons, I guess.
All right, yeah, make that
Literally kicking it while it's down.
Nope. That was a 9.
This is a 9. Yeah, that didn't hit. So you go to try and kick it, but again, you're trying to not look at it, so your feet just smack into the wood next to it. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your turn, which means up next, you guys haven't been able to see it.
We've got a new friend. R2B2.
Is it the legendary B2?
It's the legendary B2. It has been making its way over during the course of this fight and is now climbing up the other side of the boat.
Man, they're just really leaving Eggled alone.
I was waiting for it to pull up, and it's like B9.
Like, yeah, you're not waiting this. This is get a thing and run kind of. Yeah, so no, B2, you hear another basilisk start clawing its way up the other side of this chunk of ship. And that's all it's doing on its turn, because it used the last 3 turns of movement to fucking get here. And there you go. Which means after that, we are going, our ball's frozen, so Twink, you're back again.
B1 is still prone, right?
B1 is still prone.
Oh, I'm punching it.
Oh boy, Twink takes a step forward.
With advantage.
Gauntlets. With advantage, punch it.
19.
That hits.
So that'll be... Oh, yeah. That'll be 12 points of thunder damage.
A full roll. You bring your fist down on this thing. You hear, like, sickening cracks. But it's still not dead. It's really messed up. But it's still not dead. Would you like to do anything else on your turn, Fog Slayer?
B1 fucking cracked out.
Great.
I can't. That's all I can do.
That's all you got? All right. You brought your fists down upon the basilisk, and then we're going to Socks again. Six.
I know the other one's here, right? Can I see it yet?
Can't see it yet. It's climbing up the side of the boat, but you
Cool.
hear another thing
I'm
climb.
gonna go stab it. I'm gonna go stab B1. I'm gonna finish this fucker off, just so it doesn't be a problem.
Be a
You
problem.
gotta stab
Doesn't
it
be
with
a
your sword.
problem.
Stab it with your sword.
I would like to stab it with my sword. And
Make your melee attack with advantage.
Okay, that's 16.
That hits.
And then it's a 1d6. Cool, love that one for me. And then the cold damage, which was a 3. So that's a grand total of 6
Damage. All right. You know, you bring your sword
There's a plus
down.
2 for the swordian.
You bring your sword down into the back of this thing, and as ice kind of spreads out across where you brought it into its back, it finally just gives try and get up as it falls down dead.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
B1.
Yeah.
Good job, y'all
Shut
killed one. Okay, I'll shut up.
And so Socks,
Mind me.
everyone heard that coming up, right? Like it wasn't just Socks.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't
Everyone
have
heard it.
been just Socks. Everybody is aware. It's loud. It's not a sneaky boy.
And then Socks is Socks is not gonna do jack shit. He's just gonna. That's the end of his action, or the end of his go.
Okay, fantastic. Well, with all the other basilisks dead, that loops us right back around to the top. Dolus, you're up.
Well, I'm going to fly. So it's like climbing up, right? So I'm gonna fly. How far? Hold on, let me count these squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I fly 10 feet behind it if I use my full flying movement?
Yeah, you'll be able to do that because 10, 20, 30. Yeah, no, you can totally get
and so it like can't see me, right? Like I'm behind it, and it's like climbing up.
Yeah, you'd be back behind, around on its back.
Okay, cool. I am going to fire, and I'll just blast at it from behind.
Ranged attack.
That is.
So impressive.
Oh, that was a 14. But I'm gonna use my first lucky point
Hey.
so I can re-roll this.
There you go.
And that was a 16 plus 5.
Fantastic. So as you're getting ready to fire, you feel almost this. You feel this push of wind, and it feels almost like a hand just adjusting the angle of your hand right as you fire,
Mm-hmm.
and you smack this thing dead set with an L. Roll for
Cool.
damage.
That is 5.
Okay, it takes 5 damage.
And then now, because I'm stupid, now I'm gonna use my bonus action to put it on to to put my hex onto B2.
Onto it. Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, I should have moved hex.
I realized as soon as you were like, roll the damage, I'm like, yeah, plus D6. Ah, fuck.
Nah.
Damn it. I forgot.
Technically, I don't know if I'm even supposed to let you swap hex after you've cast another spell, but we gonna go get into that.
He didn't cast another spell.
Eldritch
It's a
Blast.
cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. True.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's
See,
not breaking concentration.
everything's fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now I'm just there. That's
Cool.
my turn.
Lotus, you're up.
Bada bing, bada boom, and walking over and
Not looking, but
Looking.
stabbing it. Oh, looking?
yeah. Well, is it like 5 feet from the top? Like, can I see it from where I am?
If you
Standing on the deck?
stab it, then you would. Like, you're not going to see it from right here if you're just looking out, but if you look down at it, you.
Okay, then I'm gonna stab directly down.
Okay, you stab straight down, make a ranged attack with disadvantage.
A range attack.
Or
Melee
melee attack. Ignore me. Ignore what I'm saying.
15.
God damn. That hits.
I rolled an 18 and a 9, and it's +6.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Ray.
Lotus is busted. Okay, yeah, no, that hits.
That's 10 damage.
That is indeed 10 damage. So it takes you stab down and you feel the spear make contact with something. And there's a bit of shrieking as you pull the spear back. That's it. Would you
Dolus
like to do
behind it puts a thumbs up.
I'm just staring at Dolus like I'm doing a thing. I don't think if I were to try to unarmed strike it with my bonus action, I could hit it, right?
No, you'd have to
It's-
lean down and look
Yeah.
at it if you wanted to hit it.
I'm gonna move slightly to the side, and I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. And that brings us back to good old B2's turn.
Yay.
Himself all the way up onto the side of the boat. And he looks directly at Twink and Socks.
Hi.
And then, because the first thing it sees is Twink, it's going to step forward and it's going to bite you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. What is Twink's AC? Why?
17.
17. Well, it doesn't hit.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So, yeah, no, it goes to bite you and it just misses entirely. Its head, however, is now right next to Socks.
And right above me.
I'm going to say that in that time period, between this and your next turn, you're not going to cover your eyes. So we'll go to Twink's turn, because he's up
Oh.
next.
Oh, so I just eat that con. Okay.
Well. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna punch it.
All right, punch. I love that this is combat with Twink every time. It's either something really creative and interesting, or he goes, I'm going
Punch
to
it.
punch it.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, no.
But I do have +6. Oh, it's still not good. It's a 14.
So as you go
So
to
close.
punch it, it's so big and you're so small, it kind of just pushes you backwards a little. Your punch is you're not ready.
Fuck him.
Swing a little wide.
Well, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Your turn has ended, so we're gonna move. Socks. Top of the round, make a Constitution roll as you
Cool.
are surprised by this thing clambering up in front
12
of you.
plus 4, 16.
That's successful. You manage to shield your eyes just before you can take the gaze.
I'm choosing violence. So you said its head is right in front of me, right?
Well, there's Twink between you and its head, but Twink is small. So, I mean, it's not within range without you stepping on Twink, but it's right there.
I'd like to see
Well,
you
I'm
step-
already Okay, now hold on.
Its head is about where the W is. Twink is...
No. What I'm asking is, I've already technically looked at it this turn.
Yeah.
I can't double screw myself right now.
No, but if you look at it now, I'll make your next turn start with that same roll, regardless of what you're doing. But this turn, you'll be fine.
I'm a gamble on that. So Socks is gonna come around Twink, and he's just gonna stab the thing with his sword.
Make an attack.
That is 9 plus 4, so 13. I think that's a miss. Tragic.
It's a miss. So you rush past it, taking a moment to look at it, and in that brief moment as you're...
Would technically Socrates be flanking with Lotus right now?
Yeah, he said I could flank. I'm gonna
we're
fucking
doing
flank. Okay, so that's 13 plus 4, which is 17.
That one does hit.
Sick. I'll talk about that after I roll damage. So that is 5 plus 2, and an additional 4 of cold.
Cold.
It's 11.
That's a... Yeah.
Math.
I hit the wrong button on my keyboard. Yeah, so no, you bring your sword down across one of this thing's legs, cuts in solidly, some ice builds up all across it. And this one seems different from the other two. It's got sort of yellowy scales. And it's that didn't hit it as much as you would have expected it to hit it.
The legendary B2.
The legendary B2. Okay, the second part of my plan just doesn't sound like a good idea yet. So we're just gonna... Let's just forget about it. Sock's just gonna end his turn there.
Okay, that'll be your turn then. And that means we're gonna loop back around to the top for Dolus, who is now significantly further away from this thing than he was a moment ago.
Cool. How far am I away from it?
You are... I mean, you could get to it, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... About 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna use Toll of the Dead.
Okay, Toll of the Dead. For me to make a saving throw. Success on that saving throw is
13.
13. I succeed by the
You have
hair of my
disadvantage.
Chin. I have disadvantage. It's a wisdom throw. I do not succeed. I do not succeed.
And by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
I do not my chinny chin. I had first roll was 14, and then you're like, it's disadvantaged. I'm like, okay, this is a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's a ringing as this thing takes and it's missing hit points, so it's gonna take a D12 of damage. What does it take?
Oh, that's a 4, but then plus a D6 of 2, so that's only 6 damage.
So yeah, I mean it's a D. You hear a solid ding. The thing it clearly looks uncomfortable as a few parts of it seem to almost age in front of you. And that's Dolus. That is your spell. Would you like to do anything else?
I'm going to again just kind of turn like 45 degrees, like just like right like past it, like kind of like looking towards Archibald.
Okay, got it.
That's my turn.
That's gonna be your turn. Okay, cool. Then it's Lotus.
Can I use my bonus action first?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I would like to Flurry of Blows.
Okay, hit it with Flurry of Blows.
Can you do
Flurry
that?
of Blows specify after an attack? Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's after you hit with an attack.
Ah, okay, never mind. Then I will use my action to stab.
Stab it. Melee attack.
18?
18 hits.
That +6 is crazy.
9 damage.
Solid stab. You really dig your spear in there.
How's it looking?
Surprisingly not that bad.
Flurry of Blows.
Alright, hit it for some more damage. Make another attack.
16. And
It hits, roll for damage.
16 and 15.
Both of them hit.
Cool. Five and 8.
On top of your 9 initial?
Yeah.
8. Okay.
Every time it's Lotus's turn, it's just like everyone stand by and watch Lotus beat up a lizard. Like,
Stand by while you
just
beat
keep like pounding on it. like-
Guys, go grab a snack. She's gonna be rolling for the next 15 minutes.
Listen, I'm rolling at advantage too, and I only have one set of dice.
Buy more dice.
Feed the addiction.
in. Oh my god.
I love that she asked, like, how is it looking? Like, oh, is it still in, like, working condition? All right, so I'm going to hit it a couple more times.
Still breathing? Let me hit it some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Alright, that's your turn out the gate.
Oh, do his legs still work? Let me change that.
It's B2's turn. Ladies and gentlemen, it's B2's turn. It's gonna bite Socks because Socks just stabbed it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Like you,
Oh,
Socks.
I dropped the dice.
what does Socks do
Oh, boy.
besides stab it?
That well, he's in front of it, and he's not 2 feet tall, so
So
it's
all of
difficult
these
to see.
have, all of these have missed the other people, but Socks.
About to get bit pretty heftily. Yes.
Socks
Yeah,
is
to be
still
fair,
lost
Dolus-
Punching bag.
To be
Socks is
fair,
still unconscious.
Dolus is like 30 feet away in the air. Like, I don't think this thing's gonna bite him.
Yeah. Do you want to know the hit on this?
He's turning into a werewolf. Plus
Is it
8.
higher? Is it higher
no,
than my
plus
fucking?
6.
It's just a +5 on the bite,
Uh,
but I rolled 18, so it's 23. So it's biting you. Now for damage. That's 5
What's the point of shield? What's the point?
for magic.
or if it's close. That would have been a 15. You
For
could
how
use shield.
much?
Shield increases your AC by 5?
By 5.
Yeah,
How much are you hitting me for?
a lot.
Please don't tell me death number of.
Not yet, but I have to add a little bit more. So hang on. Okay. You get bit by some pretty hefty jaws. It was a little harder than the first bite, you think, actually. And the rush of toxins that immediately hits your system is definitely worse than the first bite's poison. Because you're going to take 9 damage from the bite, and then you're going to take 5 damage from the poison.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, Socks is KO'd by a hefty bite that just knocks him the heck
I mean,
out.
to be fair, he was an idiot and ran up to it with no help.
So you're unconscious. And, yeah, that's the Basilisk's turn. It just bites into Socks and knocks him out. And then we're gonna go to Twig's turn as Socks just passes out next to you.
What happened? Why are you making that face? I can't see over the basilisk. As I'm just like
Lotus is punching this thing in the back as Twink is having the moral contemplation of how to
Cure wounds.
cure wounds. Oh my god! For the first time in forever.
In ever.
Yeah, I haven't done it at all. This is my first time, period.
Yeah. In for.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That's 12 hit points, buddy.
Hey,
Jesus.
fantastic.
No.
The fucking Backstreet's back, boys.
Bum, ba-da-dum.
Do anything else on your turn?
No, that's all I can do. I don't have a bonus action.
Sox, you wake up, and you are turning to stone because you have recently looked at the basilisk. Make a Constitution saving throw.
If you turn to stone, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you.
It's 13.
13, successful. You shake off the stone as you.
You would have turned to stone after I fucking cured your wounds. I would
I
have
forgot
fought
to
you.
do a thing.
What'd you forget to do?
Open hand technique.
You'll remember
Whatever,
next time.
It's already gone.
Hmm.
Too late now.
It's at the bottom, so I can't like.
Right.
Learn your
Having a
class,
fucking note.
forehead.
Get good.
Yeah.
We're saying to Lotus, who has absolutely done the most damage
I
this
know.
entire combat.
I
One
know.
turn, she did 30 hit points.
I know. I was sitting there and I'm like, that wasn't a whole lot of damage for her in one turn.
Well, you need to use an action to stand up, correct? Or does that use your move?
Half your speed.
Half your speed. Correct. Okay. So yeah, you're prone because you got knocked out. So you're gonna have to use half your speed to stand up.
Sox goes, thanks for the assist. And he gets up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. He's gonna stab it. Not looking.
Not looking. Disadvantage.
I'm not gonna do it because you said you would punish me if I continued to do it.
I'm not saying I'm gonna punish you for anything. I'm just saying think about the consequences of your actions before you commit act. It's not necessarily gonna punish you. It's just-
I'm so mad.
you can do it.
No. My disadvantage. I'm so mad because it was a 20 and an 8.
I mean, if you did the thing, the 20 was your first roll. You could keep that.
It was not.
Oh well, then.
So then.
Swing and a miss.
You got a stab and you miss completely.
So then. Sox is going to step back 5 feet.
You gonna step back 5 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong layer.
That was me.
You're gonna get opportunity attacked.
Shit.
So let me roll that real quick.
Forgot about those.
Oh yeah, no, you're getting bit.
Motherfucker, how do you miss everyone else?
I'm just saying this is 19. So I mean the roll isn't 19. With the plus it's 19.
Wrote it on the-
So yeah, you're getting bit.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Oh no. This is worse than last time.
Well, then he's conscious again.
You're cautious again. You get bit for with the poison a grand total of 15 damage.
Thanks for the assist.
Go to swipe, go to step back, and it just gets you by the leg and just boom, and you're clonked out on the deck now.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry.
I
Like,
don't. I'm not gonna say anything.
like that's just combat. So
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
your-
fault. That's my fault for leaving.
it's
It's
those.
your fault for fighting it hand to hand when you're a sorcerer.
Dolus, it's your turn.
oh, cool.
Sox just passed the hell out, and so his turn is over.
Okay.
I apologize.
I'm gonna do the I'm gonna Toll of the Dead it again.
Okay, told it again. I'll make another wisdom throw at disadvantage.
Yes.
No.
Well, that one won't save me. And that was 2 10s, so neither of those are going to save me.
Nope. D12.
Give
10
me a D12 of damage. 10.
plus a D6 of 1. 11 damage.
Oh boy. It tolls of the dead, and this thing again hurts. It looks hard. But it's still standing up and ready.
That's my turn.
That's
Okay, Lotus is next. This is fine.
Lotus is next. Lotus is up.
I'm moving.
All right.
Kick my feet up.
So I have flanking,
You have flanking. You're across from Twink.
stabby stab.
Stab it.
So
Nope. That was
I actually had a straight roll because
Ah. Yeah, the stab just misses.
And then I'm gonna punch it.
Flurry of blows or just the unarmed strike?
Just a normal unarmed strike.
Make your attack. Still flank.
I can't do math. 16 plus 6.
It hits
22.
Hits. That equals hit.
It's
2. It equals it. You punch it. Roll for damage.
Cryo, I'm so dumb.
A 5.
5. All right. You punch it for 5. You just punch it. It seems to be all right. No open handing. No nothing crazy. Okay. You have punched it. That is your turn. It is the basilisk's turn now. It has felt numerous stabs and punches from behind it, and Twink's head is below it. So it's going to whip around so that it can attack you. Gonna turn around and attempt to bite you. That is a 20. That is a nat 20.
Ooh, crit.
It just whips around at speed. Okay, that's not so bad so far. Also not bad. Oh, that's
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
Also, I'm
expecting
really
that.
mad because I realized I should have had a straight roll on my last turn. Lotus was my flank.
I mean, you still wouldn't have gotten the 20. You still would have gotten the...
No, but if I had surged, I would have been able to roll at advantage instead of straight.
Okay, well, so that's all those rolls out of
That's a
the
lot
way.
of dice.
It's a lot of dice. A
Well, it's
lot of
double
damage,
dice.
too. So it's double all the damage it's doing.
How much damage?
Well, from the bite, you're going to take a solid 13 damage as it whips around and impacts you. And then from the poison, you're going to take a solid 9 more.
You didn't double the poison dice, right?
I didn't double the poison. Those were
So
just
how much is that in total?
13 plus
22.
22.
Oh.
So it just whips around and clamps down on you.
Ow!
Yeah, it hurts.
Ow. Owie. Ow. Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
after beating like 3 of these things to death. Ow! Ah,
Owie! Outdoors!
All right, Twink, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna punch it.
Punch it.
That's gonna hit with a 22.
That's gonna hit.
That's gonna be. What is it again? It's gonna be 10 thunder damage.
Ooh. Punch this thing for 10 damage. It looks like it's getting pretty roughed up. Like you imagine a few more of those hits will probably do it in.
And I'm gonna move over one in front of Socrates.
Okay. Come on up over to Twink, and he's gonna move.
I'm not healing you anymore, so
Yeah, he's
I
this is how you stay alive.
Socks. Bacon. Death roll.
It's a 7, so that's a fail.
Oh no, it's a fail. And we're back to the top of the round. Dolus, you're up.
Dolus, seeing it attack Lotus, now more angrily than before, like snaps his fingers. To like he's like a Roy Mustanging in it like every time. And casts another Toll of the Dead.
All right, another Toll of the Dead. Wisdom with disadvantage. Here I go. That won't save me.
All right.
That won't save me. Fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm going to take a D12.
That's a 7 on the D12, and then
The
a
D6.
6 on the D6. So that's
Hey!
13.
13 damage. This thing looks really, really from that.
Looks really, really, huh?
It looks really hurt.
Cool. That's
your
my
turn.
Yeah.
Lotus, make a Constitution saving throw because the thing bit you. So in the moment of pain, you're not going to be able to avoid that.
This is awkward.
Okay.
I
Did you
rolled a 10. Or no, I rolled an 8 plus a 2, so it's a total
Yeah.
of 10.
So you are the stone is starting to move up you. So you are restrained now as it starts to
Ooh.
slowly turn you to stone. Anything that attacks you will have advantage, and any attacks you make.
Oh no.
Well, it would be straight roll because anything that attacks her will be at disadvantage. So
True. Because of Twink's lovely ability. So yeah.
it's just straight roll.
Can't do anything.
Wait, so you've been rolling at disadvantage against me this entire time?
Every
No.
time when Twink hit it.
Yeah, only if I hit
Oh,
it first.
Okay.
So
And
when
it's
you
only
hit
for that turn.
its turn, it has to.
So that's my turn.
You can still make rolls this turn. You just can't move. Like you could attack
Oh.
where you are. You have your movement.
Oh, I thought restrained was completely.
No, it is different. Restrained is different. So
Zero.
restrained, she should not be able to do anything.
No, she can still attack, right?
That's
It
grapple.
just has
That's
to
if you're grappled. Restrained is a different effect.
have it right here.
What's it say?
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonuses to speed. And then it says attack rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Cool.
So yeah, so you can still attack.
You're good.
But that's all you can.
Damn it. Okay, I was gonna shimmy to the left, but I guess I can't.
I got this one. I was ready this time.
So tried and true.
You can stab it
Yeah. With the disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Oof. Come on, plus
Fine,
6.
she's got +6.
Come on, plus 6. I mean, I also have plus 6, so
12 plus 6.
18.
That hits.
Christ.
Stab it.
she says it out loud, so we do the math. I think that's my favorite part.
That's fine.
3 plus 4 is 7.
Okay, so you hit it for 7 damage. That stab really, really hurt.
Flurry of blows, because I'm pissed.
Make those attack rolls.
The Sadva charge.
That's another 12 plus 6.
Hits. And then one last hit.
The number is
Gets
18.
2.
I keep rolling 12s.
That's another 18. So those two both hit. Roll for damage.
Weighted dice, check it, DM.
Might have
Check
to.
it, DM.
It's
Is
the
the ducky inside?
It's the ducks. They're
Yeah.
rolling for her.
It's a 12. I forgot what I rolled.
That's a 19.
You forgot what you rolled?
I rolled a 2 plus 4 is a 6, and then 1 plus 4 is a 5, so I did 11 damage. Right?
Lotus. Ray. How do you want to do this?
Fuck.
You are turning to stone as this happens.
Yo, that's
So,
great.
With one hand, I'm just going to, since it bit me, I'm going to stab it right through its maw,
Ooh.
and then I'm just going to beat down into it with my other hand.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fantastic. This is fantastic. So you drive this spear down through its skull. It shrieks, and as you have that brief moment, you're already turning to stone, so you don't care. You look it dead in the face as you slam your fist into it over and over as it just goes limp on your spear, and then it just drops to the ground dead. And you're out of initiative. And Ray, first things first, make a Constitution saving throw right now. So you all watch as Lotus beats this thing to a pulp, and then slowly her fist drawing back slows down as Lotus turns to stone. Lotus is petrified, and that is the end of combat.
I'm petrified in a fighting stance.
Yup.
Feels appropriate.
Well, at first she was afraid.
She was
She
petrified.
was petrified! And I am going to stop screen sharing because we are out of the fight. Look at that. You did it.
I'm still dying.
Cure wounds. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly cure wounds on Socrates again.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Never doing that in combat again.
I was used to Monty where I could just get out of everything free.
Nah,
Well,
you're a sorcerer now.
Yeah.
Dolus is going to, since he's like already in the air, and as he watched Lotus turn to stone, he immediately starts flying over everyone, like towards Eggold, and he yells, "Bring the boat closer to where we are now!" Like he's like mad.
Eggold is sitting in the boat like this, and he goes, "Okay, they're dead, right?
Yes, now.
Okay. And he like slowly, he unwinds the boat and starts rowing over.
Dolus
Sox gets
flies
up.
back over.
And starts working his way over to Archibald, knowing damn well Dolus will be at Lotus in the next 3 to 2.5 seconds.
Mhm.
And he starts trying to like dislodge Archibald and bring him closer to where Eggold will come.
Archibald was holding on to one of the people, so there's no way you can dislodge him without taking that.
Without taking what?
Without
That
taking
person
the
too.
other person too. So there's the 4 people laying there petrified in front of the crates and everything.
Great. Sox goes over to the nearest basilisk and begins to gut it.
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Where's my medicine before I roll
Medicine.
there?
Twink's gonna try to stop him first off.
Okay.
You should probably wait until we have the cauldron.
Right.
It's not gonna do us a whole lot of good out on the deck.
So Eggold got the boat over really quickly. He's trying to heft the cauldron out of the raft onto the ship. He'd have to heft it on the lower level, and you'd have to bring it up the stairs. But you can do that. You all gather together, except for Dolus, who's currently working on prying Lotus and her spear away from the basilisk she was beating to death.
So me, Twink, and Eggold are the only one.
Yeah,
who
you
gather
Twink and
together.
Eggold are dragging the cauldron. You and Eggold are dragging the cauldron. Let's be real. As Twink supervises.
Yes, that's the best way to describe it.
Yep.
So you get the cauldron up there, and now make a medicine check for gutting the bath.
Okay.
Which basilisk is
16.
it?
Yeah, which one are you gutting?
One closest to Archibald.
Okay.
The one closest to Archibald has a javelin of lightning stuck into it.
Can Sox remove that first?
Yeah, you can pull it out.
Make a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm kidding.
And then I rolled 16 on the medicine.
You roll poorly, just electrocute yourself to death. You're fine. You just pull it out.
16 on the medicine.
Okay, yeah, so it's not hard to figure out what a thing's stomach is. So you cut in until you find the stomach and you just slop it out into the cauldron. Pretty big. It's like the size of like a big pill.
It's like the size of Twink.
Yeah.
Sox looks at Archibald and goes, "We'll fix you and Dolus soon.
Lotus.
Or you and Lotus soon."
Has this really, he's got the same look on his face. It's that confused, scared look.
Oh yeah, that's haunting Sox to his very core.
Dolus kind of looks at them after like I'm assuming he like like Lotus stabbed her spear into it and then started like beating it down.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like take out the spear from it, and like Lotus is just like standing there now, and I just like put the spear that she had stabbed into it like on my back, and I'm just gonna I look over to Sox and like everyone else. I'm like, so we need to gut these things to make them better.
Yeah, we'll have to come back and give whatever Walk makes to them.
Dolus is gonna immediately start gutting the yellow one that Lotus just like killed, like right next to him.
We could probably take him back on the boat.
Archibald's stuck.
Just take them both.
Gonna need some help with it.
Eggold kind of sighs and he's like, this is ridiculous. Hang on. And he reaches in his vest and he pulls out really wide bore gun. Like, doesn't look anything like the guns you've seen or the revolvers you've seen, and he just aims it straight up. And he fires a flare up into the sky. And he goes, the boat will come get us. It'll be easier this way. And he, like, wipes his hands off as he drags the cauldron back towards the rowboat.
Are we just saying that we gutted the other two in that time?
You're gutting the other two, and as you're gutting the other two and looking at all of your petrified companions and petrified new folk, the Bordelace starts making its way your direction, and on the frozen, haunted face of Archibald and the frozen, vicious face of Lotus is where we are going to end our session.
The frozen, masked face of Lotus.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do the clothes freeze as well? Like, does the mask freeze with
everything
her?
petrifies, yeah.
Okay.
It's magic.
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 Okay, well...
That was fun!
Yeah.
That was
woo.
almost all initiative.
Basilisk was fun.
Yeah.
It hit me every time.
You have the lowest AC, I'm pretty
I
sure.
do.
You do have the lowest AC, and
And you were in combat. You were within melee range like the whole fight.
I chose violence when Archibald became stone.
You didn't use a single spell slot.
I did. I used Chromatic Orb.
Remember?
Oh, that's right.
I think I was at least 30 feet away from all of the basilisks at any given point of time.
That's what the
Just aiming.
squishies are supposed to do.
Yeah.
I chose
That's what
violence.
the squishies are supposed to do. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Subscribe. Watch. It's amazing. We'll see y'all next week to see if, we fix Lotus and Archibald, or if we...
Maybe we'll have some surprises.
I'm gonna
I
roll
hope
my
so.
new character next week.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week when he tells me that socks or fucking shoes died on the boat. Just dropped dead.
Petrified with Lotus.
Anyway, bye everybody.